back to the duck in the dune. Brought the duck over, got rid of the background. Got the duck floating in front of the dune. I'm going to make him smaller. And let's just go to Edit, Transform, Scale, and get him scaled down. I'm going to show you something else in that Layer Style menu. And this will be pretty short on this one. Sometimes people ask me if there's any way you can make pixels show through objects. Or make it, in this case, like make this duck look like he's floating through the clouds. And I kind of did that earlier with the layer mask, but there's another trick within layers. And we went up to layer and went down to layer style. There's another way to get there even. Over here on layer 1, I can just double click out here in the blue on layer 1, and it brings up the layer style menu. And I haven't applied anything to it. We haven't done a drop shadow on it or anything like that. I mean, if we could, and I'm going to talk about a few of those in a second. Let me just show you what is down here at the bottom of this layer style menu. This is something very few people, I think, use. There's these two gradation strips. One of them says this layer, and the other one says underlying layer. Watch what happens. If I'm on this layer, I start dragging this to the right. Look at his eyes. The pixels on this layer, on the duck layer, that are darker than what's the pixels beneath them, are going away and revealing the pixels beneath the duck. As I move it, it gets more and more. Same thing would happen with the white. Anything that was brighter would start coming through the duck as I slide this to the left. It's kind of interesting. I can get all the way down to the bill and the eyes, which is kind of funny because then you can move that around the sky for what it's worth. And then you can double click on that layer to bring it back up, and you can undo that. You can slide that slider back. Now the other one, underlying layer, I kind of like a little better. It has the pixels beneath this image start coming through the image that are darker or lighter than it. So rather than hiding the ones that are on the layer, it pulls the ones beneath the layer up. So I'm going to have the white pixels come in front of the duck. See that? So he looks kind of like he's moving through the cloud. So if he passes over any pixels that are brighter than him, they'll show in front of him. It's kind of a whole Monty Python thing. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that back. And here's the last trick with this. See how this little thing I'm sliding around here? If I hold my Option button down, let's see, in Windows, I guess it's the Alt button. If I click, like over in the strip, kind of on the right side, look what it did. It split that slider. And what this does, it does the same effect out there on the duck, but it does it in a softer way. Look at the clouds coming in front of the duck. You see? Look how real it looks. If I hit OK and move him around. It does it in more of a kind of transparent, soft way. So in case you missed that, instead of just bringing the whole slider over, which does it in a kind of rough pixelated way, you hold down your Option or your Alt button, click in that strip, and slide it over, and it does it in a softer way. Rarely see people use that. And you can do it on both sides too. I can bring the black pixels forward too, and you can let them cross over like that. Okay, and I guess it's called underlying layer and this layer effects. I'm inside the layer style menu. Next, we're going to come back to the layer style menu. I'll do it in the next video. We're going to talk more about some of the other effects that are in there.